Users expect applications to respond in real time, but legacy databases can't provide that experience. Enter Redis Data Integration, or RDI. This tool, running within Redis Enterprise, syncs data from your existing database to Redis in near real time, shifting all application operations from the database to Redis. Redis Enterprise delivers real-time responsiveness at scale, handling millions of operations a second. But how do we enable that responsiveness in relational and NoSQL databases without replacing them? The answer is a cache, of course, but building a cache prefetch for these databases is not simple. You need a change data capture tool, a streaming tool, Redis connectors, and more, including coding transformations and error handling. With no code, RDI removes that complexity by creating a two-way data streaming pipeline that mirrors data from an existing database to Redis Enterprise, so applications can access data at in-memory speeds. Finally, an easy way to make Redis part of your data fabric without additional integration efforts.
In our lightning demo today, we're going to be taking a table from a Postgres database into Redis Enterprise. Sounds simple, right? Well, under the hood, it's pretty amazing that RDI automatically transforms the SQL-based database models into Redis models and types in near real time. The process is kicked off with Debezium, an open source change data capture tool, reading an initial snapshot. And then Debezium reads the change log of the source database, making sure it continues to send live updates. Next, batches of data entries are written to streams. Then RDI converts that data from Debezium format to Redis data types. And finally, data is then stored in the target Redis database as your preferred Redis data type. RDI supports hash, JSON, set, and streams. Ingest isn't the only use case that RDI was built for. It can also accelerate slow database queries. RDI can also mirror session and reference data to microservices, reducing bottlenecks of services waiting for frequently requested data. Also, RDI can modernize application data models, enabling document storage and full-text search without replacing the backend RDBMS. Lastly, RDI supports write-behind, which enables the ability to write data to Redis and achieve fast eventual consistency in the database, used commonly for fast processing of transactions, for example. You are probably wondering what source databases RDI is compatible with. In public preview, supported source databases are Oracle, Postgres, MySQL, MariaDB, Percona ExtraDB, SQL Server, Cassandra, and MongoDB. Quite a list. So with that, let's jump into our lightning demo use case. As I mentioned before, we're going to be moving a SQL table into Redis Enterprise in near real time. And the scenario could apply to just about any use case out there. It's pretty common to have a relational database act as a system of record and then supplement additional functionality with services or additional systems. Let's imagine we've got a digital music streaming service. We have a lot of music stored on our Postgres database, but we're serving it to our customers pretty slowly than we'd like. We want to serve our application and subsequently our customers' music without delay or issues. But like a lot of data out there, getting that data to transform nicely to other data types can be a nightmare. Plus, it takes so much time and computing, which translates to a lot of costs. So with that, let's jump into the demo. We'll start by looking at our data that is living in Postgres. You can see its SQL table from below in my query output, quite a few columns to transform. Next, let's go to Redis Insight, my favorite Redis GUI out there, and make sure that our target database, where we are sending the data, is empty and ready to go. We'll return back here once we start ingesting the music track data. Now we'll execute a single command here in our terminal to kick off RDI and the ingestion of the SQL table containing all of the tracks that we want to have in Redis Enterprise. But since the ingestion happens in near real time, I have a second screen on my right, Redis Insight, to show the data starting to stream in. Lastly, now that data is starting to pour in, let's jump into our very simple front-end application where we are using Redis Enterprise and search to filter on the genre of jazz to see the music showing up. It's pretty sweet how fast the ingestion and transformation from a SQL table to JSON happen, right? Well, that covers it for our Redis data integration lightning demo. We're super excited to have an easy way to make Redis part of your data fabric without any additional integration efforts. If you want to try it out, check out our blog post on RDI, which walks you through getting started. I hope you've enjoyed this lightning demo, and I'll see you in the next one.